Okay, so it looks like we're live. I'm gonna sign on to my YouTube really quick to just to double check. I think we are live. Yep, we are live. Okay. Hello everyone. Yeah. This is kind of fun. Hello everyone. This is, you guys know me. This is Kelly. Kelly Lunt, I'm a law of attraction expert, and I channel Source Energy, Abraham, George, Sophia, a couple others. And so from that, today we have our beautiful guest, Susanna. Hello, Susanna.
Hi, Kelly.
Welcome.
Thank you.
And so for everyone, she is our beautiful, brave soul today for someone who she's like, I view it as a very inspiring personal story. She was living in Louisiana and took off to move. Well, I call it cross country, but Louisiana to Texas. And just because, I mean, come on, Suzanne, it is like.
Yeah, it was big. it was big. Yeah. Mentally cross country. Yes, absolutely.
I like that way to describe it. Okay, so looks like, let's say hello to some people who are coming on. So we have Susanna. So she's moved from Louisiana to Texas, mentally cross country, and she's just kind of, the accompanying overwhelm and like racing thoughts that kind of happen with that, and the little bit of like prioritizing yourself so that you started in a new city, so to make sure that you really kind of settle in and start it off right and just enjoy life there.
Absolutely.
So as we give it a couple minutes to let a few people sign on so that more people could benefit from this live channeling live. There's Connie joining in. Hello. There's Divine Love and Light Tarot. Hello.
Oh my God, I love her.
Angel's here. Oh, really? I got to go check her out then.
I know. I love so many. I could just name off a few channels. Like, I love your channel. I love Tyler. There's a lot of channels. Tyler. Your Angelic Karma.
I've been hearing about her a little bit.
She's amazing.
So we also got Angel here. What's up, Angel? I'm going to start that Patreon too. Thank you so much for that encouragement. But you want to give people a little bit of like where you were at before Law of Attraction entered your life, and a little sneak peek, guys. We did work a little bit together in a group program, but just so people can get an idea of where you're at before, where you're at now. And then of course, they'll see the live channeling from now until who you'll be after it. But just so people can see the profound effect that like Law of Attraction has.
Okay. So before, wow, I didn't even know about the law of attraction. I don't even remember how. The Secret, years ago when I first started personal development, I came across the book The Secret. But since then, so many things have changed with the law of attraction. I think in my own viewpoint, I think it's a very kind of personal journey. But I was really lost, like really lost, and I found myself wondering, like, why are things going this way? Why am I not where I really want to be, or feeling like I'm on the right path, that sort of thing. And so I started reading different things, and I found Kelly, which was awesome. We did the Zendan, and that was great. That really helped me rephrase some questions that I was asking into more powerful ways that the universe, God, whatever word you decide to use, decide to choose. All right, we'll just scratch that one. So I call it God, but so anyways, through working with Kelly, I was able to rephrase a lot of questions that I was having so I could powerfully manifest different things that I really wanted in my life, and things that just weren't moving.
And so now you're experiencing like a little more movement.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Like physical movement.
Physical movement, but just movement overall, like movement mentally. Like I found myself stuck a lot. Sometimes I still find myself stuck, but that's when you have to go general. Like, you just have to, if you want any peace of mind. So
yeah, to de-escalate.
It's been a blessing for sure.
So to sum it up, she's kind of been able to make a move from Louisiana to Texas. She's been able to. Did you end up buying a house?
No, actually, a lot of plans had changed. So I'm renting, but I love it, and I'm doing the right thing.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I remember that being a point when we were working together. You were like pretty much really worried about, I need a house, I need a house. And I just remember spirits messaging you every week.
It was. You're right. Absolutely. Now that I look, well, I reflect a lot on myself and choices. But you're very right, because I was so worried about having a home, having this idea. I was so attached to this idea in my head of what things need to look like, where I need to live, how I don't know. It was just a really strong attachment to an idea, and it kept me in bondage, so much bondage. And releasing that through some very difficult circumstances, but it didn't have. Through releasing that, there was so much freedom, because I went into this move with literally, I was 2 hours from Austin, and I called and booked a hotel room. I made 0 plans, 0. Like, I moved.
That's awesome.
I got home from a trip to Costa Rica. I packed up the next day and I left. And
wow.
That's not like me, but I knew something had to change. Things couldn't be the same. And I could no longer have this expectation of how things should be. You know, we get in our minds and we just think things have to be a certain way. And if they're not, like, we cause ourselves so much suffering. And so once through different circumstances and different lessons, I was able to release that concept of, like, I have to live in a house. I cannot move without a house. I have to have a house, you know, because you're right. We talked about it every week.
Yeah, I remember this. Every
single week.
My mind is blown that we went from I need a house. Now you're like,
yeah.
No, I went to vacation. I was in full alignment. I got the idea. I took the inspired action, and now I love it.
Absolutely. Yes, that's exactly what happened. And it's been fun. It's been fun. It's been emotional at times, but if you move, that's kind of like a big deal, I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
But no, it's been amazing. It really has. When I've been in that alignment and just felt it with every fiber of my being, it's just been incredible.
Awesome. So it sounds like you're more at home in your body now versus expecting it to be from a house.
Oh my. Yeah.
All right.
I love myself more.
Let's do this. I'm wondering, the people watching this live, can you guys hear us? Can you see this? Because I'm hoping this will also help people in the moment too.
Sure. Yeah.
But I'm wondering, I saw a comment that someone said connection trouble. So I'm wondering if you guys can hear us, just give us a quick comment and let us know, because we're about to start channeling.
Thank you guys for joining.
I didn't know I'd be able to see the comments.
I think they all get deleted after the video is posted, so people might want to come back and comment again, you know, so you're able to see them.
Oh, it looks like we have 5 people joining us.
Oh, cool.
I think YouTube just changed their features. I think we'll find out if the comments stay or not, but all right, let's just go ahead and start channeling. So anyone who's looking to slow their thoughts, looking to transition with much more ease, even if it's a move from Louisiana to Texas, or if you're looking to really prioritize yourself and really not feel guilty about it at all, really just like, this is what I want to experience and deliciously enjoy it. Like, this channeling sessions for you guys too. So thank you, Susanna, for being the beautiful, brave soul to be vulnerable and ask the questions.
Okay.
Let's go.
You're welcome. Thank you. I just feel really appreciative right now, just because I just do. Yeah.
I love our mutual appreciation and love. All right, let's do this. Go ahead, and whenever you're ready, tell me.
Sorry, I just fixed that. Okay.
No worries.
Do the 3 breaths.
Yeah. Go ahead and begin to allow your mind to get in the present moment, right here and right now, allowing all of your energy to come back to you, allowing all of your thoughts to come back to you, to right here and right now. Allowing yourself to exhale out, breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. So, what we would first like to start off by saying is that, do you see how you coming here to speak with us today was you prioritizing yourself?
Yeah.
Sometimes,
Yeah. Go me. No.
exactly. That's what we want to hear. Because
Okay.
sometimes people have this idea of, if I were prioritizing myself, I would be able to say it so succinctly, so confidently, with so much energy behind it. This is what I'd like to do, and this is how I'd like it done, and this is when I would like it done by.
Yeah.
People are hard on themselves if they don't say it that assertively.
Oh my gosh. I've me hard on myself. Absolutely. And that's something I'm learning to relax a little bit because there's so much freedom.
So, what we'd say instead of learning to relax on is, I'm accepting myself more than I ever have before. I'm loving myself exactly where I'm at. I love that I am speaking up. Hey, this is when I'd like to meet. It may not come off across as assertively as I think it needs to be, but I am still listening to myself. Because we saw your email exchange back and forth with Kelly. There was both of you, there was a little bit of wishy-washiness. There's a little bit of back and forth, but there was still very much a, hey, here's the times I can do. Did you accommodate last minute because of Kelly's little time zone fiasco? Yes, but you were still stating what you wanted, making sense.
Yes.
So the difference from there, because that's what we're talking about, the journey of getting ready to be getting ready to be getting ready. What Kelly calls the next step, the next step, the next step, the next step. Because it's not about, how do I not prioritize others over me, focusing on the problem? How do I prioritize myself, focusing on the problem? It's really, I want to tap into myself more than I ever have before. I really want to tap into what makes me feel happy and what makes me feel joy. And I want to so strongly be able to say yes to those things. Do you see how that's, do you see how that's what we're really here today to talk about? Because it's that confidence of, oh, this does feel fun. This does feel good. Knowing that that will also be fun and good for others. And for people who it's not, they will filter into what feels good for them.
Right. That's
first,
exciting.
First shift of the day, check. Okay, so we want to go back a little bit on, I'm trying to think what you said. It's really, the focus is really, how do I have more fun and how do I tap into it and how do I act yes on the fun? What are your thoughts so far on that topic?
For me to be able to, actually, this is really fun that I've done. The no planning thing, totally not my normal style. Like that Virgo moon wants to just like plan everything. So what I did was kind of like threw myself like into I call it a leap of faith, not planning a trip or not planning a move, like not planning where I'm gonna stay in a hotel. So what I would do is every day I would wake up, especially on my trip to Costa Rica, which I had skipped a family trip. I was sad to skip it. However, I needed to come home to me, if that makes sense. So some people may.
So what we hear there is, you did prioritize yourself. You did tap into what you needed. And even though there were other people involved, you were able to do it. Tap into yourself, act on it, and trust that they would be able to tend to themselves. Make sense?
It does, yes, absolutely. now I did have fear going into that for sure. Like, what are they going to think about me? Are they going to think I don't love them? Or, or
well, we'll work on that one next. Sure. But we kind of want to highlight to a lot of people that sometimes what you think your problem is not actually a problem. It's more when you focus on what you want. I want to be able to tap into what I want more, and I want to be able to act on it more. AKA, I want to be able to prioritize myself more and know that that's okay. The more that you, because your thoughts create your belief system creates your reality. The more that you notice the thoughts that are in the direction you want to go, the more that will become your reality. So instead of, oh yeah, I was on this vacation and I brush off all the good stuff I did. Like, you know what? I was on this vacation, but I knew I had to come back early. And I was a little worried about how they would react. Would it ruin their time? Would it this or that? But I tapped into my joy and I acted on it. And that felt good. Makes sense, the duality. You could feel the worry about other people. You can feel disappointed if they're disappointed. But you can also notice how you did a phenomenal job. Makes sense?
Yeah.
Because the more that you notice that, the easier it's going to be to, oh, this is what I like. This is what I like. This is what I like too. And this is what I like. And I'm going to do more of that. Because then you gain the clarity, the next step, okay, I did it. I'm already doing it. I am already the person who is able to do it. And I know I'd like to be able to do it easier.
Yeah.
I like to more strong, making sense?
Yeah.
And then from there, what other clarity did you gain? You didn't like the racing thoughts of what are they going to think? How will they react? Will it ruin their vacation?
No, I didn't. I had to really ask myself what would bring me joy and act on that and not let whatever you do, you could be the best person in the world or the worst. People are still going to say things about you. Like, you just can't live life where I lived life in fear about what people would think about me for so long. And I think I just got to a point where I was asking myself, like, what do I think about me? Like, and so at that point I started to ask myself, what would bring me joy today? And I've met the most amazing people. I live in this amazing city. I've traveled and met amazing people, but it all started with me allowing myself to tap into what would bring me joy today and actually listen. And sometimes it's a cup of coffee, and I'm happy with that. It's been really exciting.
So are you fully willing to embrace and see how you're already doing it?
Yeah.
That's kind of
like I'm not making progress, if that makes sense, but I am.
So what that is your thoughts create the system, create your reality. When you've had a thought for a really long time, aka you have a belief system that's really solidified, sometimes you have to de-escalate that thought pattern. It's driving a car 100 miles. Sometimes you have to take your foot off the gas and go 100, 95, 90, 85, 80, 75, 70, 65, 60. You have to slow that thought pattern. So all it is your physical reality has changed. You're just waiting for your thoughts to catch up now. So the more that you do notice, hey, look, I did it. Hey, look, I did it. Oh, I am now the girl who taps into what she wants. I'm now the female, the adult, the woman, whatever word you want to use there. I'm now the goddess who I tap into what I want.
That word. Yes, goddess. That's it.
And I act on it. I treat myself like a goddess. I really am valuing myself. And so the clarity that you can gain from that, though, is because you're already the goddess who does that. What's the clarity, that vibrational contrast, aka with something you feel that doesn't feel good? It didn't feel good that you spent so much time worrying about how other people would react, yes?
Yeah.
So then you go from step 5, gain the clarity, back into step 1. Well, so I like that. Be in step 3, though. Notice everything you're doing well. Notice how you are on the journey of watching it unfold. Well, I like that I tapped into myself. I tapped into what I wanted. And I like that I acted on it. I didn't quite like how much time I spent worrying about other people. So, universe, step 1, I'm really ready to continue tapping into myself, into my own joy. And I'm ready for it to feel easier and better. I'm ready to inherently see and know and trust that they're going to be able to tend to themselves. I'm ready to inherently see, feel, and trust that they're going to appreciate the time I was there. And they're going to appreciate that I'm really listening to myself. Make sense?
Yes.
Because that right there, what you call confidence, it's more about having faith and trust and confidence that other people will be able to manage and take care of themselves, which will then give you the permission to, this is what I'd like to experience, and be able to say it without any worry.
I needed to hear that.
Because it's not about, this is what I want, da 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 da, assertive. It's about, for you, it's more of a journey of, they are going to be able to take care of themselves. Like, ooh, Kelly loves this example. She just met another little coach. She wants us to say her name, Leah Lake, if you guys want to look her up. She's a relationship coach. She just got this little visualization from her that you have 2 ice cream cones. One has ice cream, soft ice cream on the inside with the hard chocolate shell on the outside. That's the people sometimes view that as confidence. When you can walk into a room, give 0 fucks what someone says or how people react. This is what I want. This is that. This is that. But that's that person who comes off abrasive, like a hard shell on the outside. They have a guard up.
Right.
Then there's the soft shell ice cream on this side that has the hot fudge in the center that's like kind of formed. That's the person who's soft, pleasant. I know my boundaries. This is what I will not accept, but I'll communicate it softly. Hey guys, I have to go home because I have to move. I have to take care of this. Okay. Hey guys, I've been having such a good time on this vacation. I'm so relaxed now and I've so enjoyed spending this time with you. I really feel like I have a clear mind now and I have this inspired action I want to take, and I'm going to move, guys, and I want to go back and do it now.
Right now.
That's the actual shift we see you going through. Because, guys, and this is part is for everyone else right now. It's not about how do I prioritize myself so I don't care about others. It's how do I articulate my way, how do I know what I want, that fudge in the center, and how do I communicate in a way that feels soft and warm and good to me and has a soft delivery so that they can hear it. Making sense?
That's so, like in a sore spot. I've always been like a caretaker, so I used to have a belief that people, I don't know, I had to take care of them. They couldn't take care of themselves, or I don't know. I don't know why I thought I was like better able or more capable to take care of someone, like I knew their needs better than my own, or I don't know.
Well, it doesn't really matter where it came from. We could always go into Kelly's personal history, and she was definitely more of a caretaker too, and it was hard for her. She used to have a struggle raising her rates from I can't pay my bills to I can pay my bills. We don't see why that was so hard for her. Mm-hmm. But it was for very similar reasons. Yeah. So there's a soft, nurturing, nourishing, caring side to you that's a beautiful thing to be celebrated. And now you're ready to be soft, nurturing, nourishing, caring towards other people and show the same level of compassion, empathy, and love for yourself, knowing that sometimes you are in an empowered place to, okay, what they wanted a little more than what I want. Okay, we'll do what they want this time. No, you know what though? This time I'm really feeling I want this. If you're neutral, you can go, okay, we'll do our own things. We'll come back and talk about it later. Sometimes they'll be, no, I'm really feeling called to do this, and they'll come along with you. Make sense? Because that's the biggest shift you're making right now. And that's what we see will be making the Texas unfoldment for you more enjoyable as you meet new friends. Sometimes it will be, hey, yeah, I want to go out and meet new people. You will want to somewhat just kind of not ride their coattails, but you will just kind of want to explore the city through their eyes.
Yeah.
You guys like doing what? Even if it's something that you've never done, like, I don't know, say country dancing or karaoke, or just something that you normally wouldn't do on your own, aka doesn't bring you joy to do that activity. One, there might be a part of you that's, yeah, I want to explore the city through your eyes. You know what? I do want to do things I wouldn't normally do so that I really get a feel for all parts of the city. Let's do that. Other times it will be, sorry?
I said, that sounds really fun.
And other times it will be, ooh, I kind of want to see this movie. I kind of want to see this one. Well, okay, maybe we could do yours first, then mine, or maybe we could do mine this weekend and yours next weekend. Because then that's a little bit more of, yeah, let's see this companionship thing grow. Make sense? Yeah. And the third one is, oh, guys, that sounds so much fun, but God, I really want to go do this and I want to explore this thing. It's okay if you don't want to go, but I really want to go do this because then Susanna, then you're the badass who's just exploring the city on your own without worrying about other people. And this is what I want to do. Okay, I'll catch you guys later. Makes sense.
Yes.
So it's not about how do I prioritize myself and always be the third person. It's how do I prioritize myself to know when I want to just kind of ride someone else's points of vibration and follow along and enjoy their journey. How do I know when we want to do a little, let's do both, let's make each other happy? And how do I know when I just want to be, hey, there's that girl who just moved here. Look, she's walking the movies by herself. Hey, if she can do it, we can do it. Makes
Right.
sense?
Yeah.
It's that all encompassing, I'm ready to enjoy this city and allow myself to be the hard shell on the inside that I know what I like, I know what I don't like. I know like definite heck no's for me, and I know definite heck yeses, but I
Yeah.
still have this middle ground, the soft shell ice cream that I'm willing to explore around. And universe, I'm really ready to expand this feeling of at home at my body that I've created. Inner being, I'm really ready to feel in resonance with you even more of the time than I ever have ever before. And I'm ready to have a synchronistic experience as I go around and explore this city. And I'm ready to go, that's a new shop. That's a new shop. Look at that coffee shop. Oh, there's another one. Ooh, that looks like it has some delicious tea. Oh, hello, new person. I'm ready to meet more people. I'm ready to meet people who resonate with me more than ever before. And I'm ready to know when I want to just relax and let someone else lead, when we're both going to mutually lead, the little give and take. And when I just want to be the leader, I want to be able to filter between the different hats that I can put on with much more ease than ever before.
I love that.
Do you see how the filtering between the different hats is one of the main reasons you're actually here? Because a lot of people, this is more for everyone else right now. This is how I have to be in order to appear confidence. This is what I have to do in order to have fun in a new city. This is what I have to do to get career success. Instead of, well, today let's let someone else lead. Today, let's do it this way. Today, it would feel good if someone else were to make the plans and I just had to show up as the new girl in town. It's okay that I don't know the directions. It's okay that I don't know a good place to go eat at. I'm showing up with my enthusiasm of seeing the city with a whole new set of eyes that will re-spark their love of the city. Making sense?
Yeah.
I'm
That's
really
really awesome. I feel really, I don't know. All of that was makes me feel really sweet.
because I'm really ready more than ever before to rest assured that me, just being me, is enough. Me showing up with however I feel that day. If it's the little bit of person who repeats things a couple of times, maybe I stutter a little bit, maybe I look insecure, that's perfect, just as I am. If I'm the, oh, heck no, guys, I want to go experience this and I got to go today. If you guys want to come with me. If not, I totally get it and we'll connect later in the week. Both sides are okay. The middle is okay. I'm ready to enjoy and appreciate that me showing up authentically, because our definitions of authentic is owning, embracing, being able to identify whatever emotional state, whatever vibrational state you're at, and being okay with that. Sinking in more than ever before.
Yeah. Sometimes, yeah, I make it harder on myself when I'm resisting being okay with with whatever state I might be in. That's wow.
Well, we'll clarify that a little bit because what we heard was sometimes I'm really hard on myself about how I should and shouldn't be and how I should show up because I feel worried. I feel worried about hurting people. I feel worried about maybe fitting in a new city. I feel worried about stepping on toes. I don't even know whose toes to step on, whose toes to avoid, who I could dance with at this dance in this whole new city.
Yeah.
But I'm ready to feel into and rest assured that just as I show up, it's enough. Knowing that the people who are feeling a little, hey, it's just Texas, it's just this city, They're gonna meet me when I'm in my, oh my God, look at that place. And that will re-spark them. It won't be too much for them. My inner being is gonna guide me to the people who just need to be sparked back into the joy of the city. And my inner being, when I'm feeling a little, oh my God, I'm in a new city, I don't know anyone. It's okay for me to, show up a little like, guys, I don't know, am I okay? I don't know. My inner being is gonna guide me to that person who, hey, it's okay, take a breath. We're friendly here. We like you. And that's going to help them have a little sense of, oh, I am important. Me being here, being just me, showing up to get coffee with this new person in our city, that was enough. Do you see? Do you see how that can work?
Yeah.
You showing up fully, not trying to change so that you appear a certain way, but you showing up with, like, damn, I am feeling insecure today. Oh, thank you for saying those nice, reassuring words. I feel so much safer now just hearing you say it. Thank you. Because that could give them the sense of, well, I feel lost. Who am I here to help? Oh, I get it. I'm just getting tea with this girl is helping. I get it. I'm important. You being you. If you guys take any one thing from this video, from her beautiful vulnerability, you being you, authentically being able to identify where you're at and expressing it and being okay with it is more than enough. How people react is a reflection of where they are at. If you are vibrating up here and they try to bring you down, it's not, oh shoot, I came on too strong. Let me get back down here and bitch about the new city I'm in. It's, oh man, they're not enjoying their city? Huh. I wonder why they won't move. I moved and I'm loving it. See?
Yeah, yeah, that's awesome.
And if they, oh my God, you're right, the city's awesome and rise up, well, I'm glad I could be a source of reigniting passion for them. I love knowing the more that I continue on this journey of self acceptance, of being able to identify how I feel, really prioritizing myself. What we mean by that is taking that time, 15 minutes a day, allowing yourself to meditate, allowing yourself to journal and just let out whatever emotions you're at so that you can release resistance. That's prioritization, everyone. If you set aside that little bit of time, I'm setting aside this 15 minutes to tend to myself, that's when you then go out confident, because confidence is not about superhero pose or what's those called, Superman pose and da 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 da. I'm assertive, I'm charismatic, my warm smile. Confidence is however I show up is just enough. Who I am at just that moment is enough. And I love knowing that I don't have to see how it's helpful to them, but knowing that it is helpful to them in their own way. If they choose to share with me, great. I'll delight in it and I'll feel appreciated for what I added in, or I'll feel like, God, I'm so glad I was vulnerable and showed my insecure side. And sometimes I won't hear it, but I'll know that it was just enough. If they have a negative reaction, maybe they'll use it, because Kelly, we'll highlight that for you. Whenever Kelly gets a little snippety with someone, she'll be, ooh, my bad girl came out. It's kind of, she's never let that side of her out a lot. She was always pushed over when she was younger. So now she's like, ooh, I'm okay. I like that my inner bad girl came out, but every time I get a little snippety, there's something that I haven't tended to. She uses it as awareness. Makes sense?
Yeah.
But that's how she responds or reacts to it. Let them have their reaction. They'll either come up and have the fun with you. They might use it as awareness, go behind the scenes, tend to their vortex, come back, or they'll, when they're ready, get the shift. It is really about you. This is what I am today. And universe, these are the type of experiences I want to have. Let's bring them in. Because another example we'll give you is Kelly always had a little bit on Earth. You guys call this body image issue. You call it, she just wasn't very like, because she's shorter and like from her point of view, she's like, oh, but I got a little bit of a tummy and I'm not like super skinny. I like to eat. So she used to do all these things. I have to work out so I feel good. I have to work out so I feel sexy in front of a guy. I have to work out so I look good for a guy. I have to work out and eat salads so that when I'm in front of a guy in my bathing suit, summer's coming up, I feel safe around him. And then she went, wait a second, intervene. I'm ready to just relax when I'm out in my bathing suit in front of a guy. I'm ready to just relax and feel like I'm good enough. And you know what? Whatever body size I am that day, I'm ready to just like feel attractive and feel attracted to the guy. We then brought her to a guy who he had a little bit of a belly and he just dove right into the river. And he was like, well, come on in. Are you going to have some fun? That lightened her mood up. And then she went, you just jumped in without like, you weren't worried about your body or anything. She showed up insecure. You weren't worried about your body? And he giggled and he was like, oh, thank God. I actually was a little, she didn't know this at the time. Oh, thank God. I was a little worried about my beer belly my dad bod because I'm like 40 now. But oh, she's a little insecure too. And she looks that hot. I must not be, I must look better than I think I do. Makes sense?
Yeah, I love that.
He simply replied, though, that was all the behind the scenes thoughts. He simply replied with, what? You insecure? You have nothing to be insecure about. I like your curves. It was a very safe way that he said, I like your curves. Your body's enjoyable. And she bent down to her. She's like, oh my God, he didn't say you're so sexy or so this. He didn't go over the top with the words. It was literally something where I felt safe to feel attractive. I get it, universe. I self-accept wherever I'm at. I'm glad I ate that burrito and that cookie and that ice cream because sexiness and feeling good and happiness is a vibration. I get it. And I'm ready to feel that all the time.
Yeah, I love it. Yes.
You have one little more shift in you that we want to help you with. So go ahead and tell us where you're at.
Oh, I do. Let's see. I don't know. I'm looking at notes right now because I write a lot.
We don't have to worry about your notes. Just be present in this full conversation that we're having. How do you feel now about going around, exploring, being Texas just as you are, and delighting and enjoying in the beautiful experiences?
I feel a lot more relaxed showing up just as I am and being that vulnerable person or the person who can be with certain people. You know, there's some people you just can't be vulnerable with. But for the most part, I've been feeling really secure showing up as me, just in general. But some days I'd like to be happier, sure. I'd like to, not be sad about something. So accepting myself.
I'm ready to really embrace this city. That's what we mainly hear. We hear your words are different. I'm really ready to embrace the fact that I moved and that with that comes a little bit of, oh, I don't know a lot of people. Look at all these people that I get to meet. There's so many people in this city. How many of them can I meet? And which ones will become acquaintances, friends, and which ones will become my really good friends? I love that this is going to be an organic process of just as I drive down the streets and there's a coffee shop, there's another one. I get to try out all the coffee shops until I find the one that really resonates with me, the one where I really want to go drink that cup of tea and read my book. That just as that is a little bit of a process, it's okay if it takes a little bit. I love knowing that not only is it okay, but it's normal to go out to a couple different friend things, maybe those websites, those meetups and Facebook groups and Facebook events, however does you decide to do it. But let me hang out with this person for a while and this person for a while and this person for a while until you find one that you want to hang out with once or twice a month, a couple more times a month. And then you really find your home girl, as Kelly calls it, my soul sister, as Kelly calls it. It's okay to feel that little bit of vulnerability of, yeah, I don't have that many friends here. It's okay to admit that. And even for people who have been in a city a long time, which is why we especially love your vulnerability for coming on here. Because there are people who have lived in a city for a while, all their friends moved. You have to be willing. This is more for the people watching right now. You have to be willing to admit, whoa, hey, I do feel a little, man, I want some running buddies. I want some friends to go out and about with. Universe, let's meet some more friends. Come on, let's do this. I want some companionship. Chop, chop. Who's it going to be? Making sense? I think I lost you.
I'm here.
Oh, okay. Let me get him back.
I'm taking it all in because it's what I needed to hear.
Because what?
You know, when you hear something and then you stop and you just reflect and you say, wow, I needed to hear that and I didn't know I needed to hear it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, just breaking really quick and coming in Kelly mode. That's what it felt like when I was in the hot seat with Esther Hicks.
I
I
loved that.
she would say words to me and I was like, whoa, I just grew by a year. But then she kept speaking and I was like, hold on, oh God, we're going on another vibrational pull.
Yeah, I think that's how I feel. Like I'm with the hot seat because it's just like, whoa, oh, okay, but hold on, let me sit with that for a second. And then Spirit wants to say something else, and I'm like, wait, let me write this down. You know, I'm gonna forget. No, it's okay. That's fun.
I remember that feeling. Dude, there's like a little 2% shift in you left that they want to do. Let's see if anyone's commenting.
Okay.
That we can have a little bit of integration time.
Yeah.
Oh, no one's commenting. I guess they're just enjoying, but we could just take a little bit of a breather and a break. George. There's a little bit of Abraham here. It's kind of a little bit more George. George is just like, oh, you're going to love it. This last little shift's going to happen so quick, so fun, and so deliciously.
George, let's do it. I'm ready. And then I'm going to go get a hot fudge sundae because now you made me want
one. Okay, perfect. So talk to us about how you now feel about exploring this beautiful city of yours.
Excited. Inspired.
I feel like I've tapped into myself in a whole new way more than ever before. And I've really learned how to tune in to what it is I would like to experience. And I've been able to do it in a way where I've been able to prioritize this is how I feel and this is what I like. And I've started the journey of being able to see how people react and respond to that they are okay on their own. I love that I'm really beginning to awaken to the fact that people are okay on their own and they can take care of themselves. I like this sense of empowerment that I have, this sense of empowerment that I can move from Louisiana to Texas. And here I am up on a whim and I'm enjoying it more than I ever thought I was. I'm doing things I never thought I would do before. And I'm really enjoying it. I'm so tuned into myself that I'm acting on my intuition, AKA the connection to your own internal spirit guide, what we call your inner being. I'm connected to myself more than ever before, and I love it. And I love that this connection to myself is only going to grow in strength each and every day. And each and every day, every breath I take in and every breath I take out only grows that connection. And I love that the more that I've been doing this, the more that things are enjoyable. And I now see a whole new way how this unfoldment on my journey can unfold peacefully and smoothly and with ease. That I can move to a whole new city and really just enjoy the whole unfoldment. And being me, however I am that day, it's just the perfect for that day. I love the awareness of how the different sides of me that will come out on different days will be just the right person for the other person. I'm really loving and understanding this deliberate co-creation. I'm really loving how I see how two people can deliberately co-create quite powerfully. And my only role to play in that is showing up and being me as in the moment. That's how we'll word it, instead of authentic. Being me in the moment is just enough. And I'm really ready to go out there and explore this city with new, renewed enthusiasm and new excitement to go through and discover which one's going to be my main go-to coffee shop, which one's going to be my main go-to sandwich shop, what's going to be the movie theater that I like going to when I want to go by myself, what's going to be the one that I want to go to when I want to go with someone, and what are going to be these new places that I wouldn't think of to go on my own, but that I'll end up enjoying. Who are these friends who are going to expand my horizons, expand my typical day-to-day activities? And who are going to be the friends where I just feel like, all right, I'm with my soul sister right now. I'm with my tribe. I'm really ready to explore this city in a whole new way more than ever before. And this newfound sense of, we'll call it appreciation for however I show up that day. I'm really ready to express and show the world that side of me. Because the more that I'm like, oh, this is how I feel, the more it allows them to be moment, well, this is how I feel and this is how I am. And then we get to deliciously, deliberately co-create the day ahead because I'm ready than I've more ready than I've ever been before to enjoy exploring and expanding in this city. And I'm ready to enjoy every bit of it. And with that, do you have anything else for us?
Appreciation. I mean, wow. I want to go somewhere now. I want to go get some coffee or go to a taco truck or something.
That's funny. You're gonna have to come back on here and like comment on the video and say,
I'll comment with
guys, this is the coffee shop. Oh yeah, this is my favorite taco shop here. Let's see if anyone said anything. Let's see. Hey, Pleiadians, Tarot, Angel, Angelina saying hello. Carol. Oh, check, you're gonna like this. Carol saying this has been uplifting for me. Thank you, ladies.
Oh, yay.
We go. Sorry, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I said I'm glad. I'm me. I'm here. If anyone has a question, you know, I can answer it too.
Oh yeah, anyone have a question for how she's like moved from Louisiana to, or any kind of questions? I'm so happy. I was kind of like, I wonder who would want to come on and channel live, and I better help people. So thank you so much for being part of the original OGs who are starting this.
Oh, well, thanks for having me.
And we got Emily Hops. I'm enjoying from London. It's snowing. This is invaluable stuff. Invaluable. That's a compliment, right?
Yes, I think
invaluable.
So. I'm going to take it as one. Thank you.
Having just come into this, would I chat to the universe like a friend? There's respect. Can I get emotional? Oh, hey. Oh, yeah. Emily, watch the replay because the whole thing that Spirit was telling Susanna is that show up just as you are. Guys, okay, I'll let you answer. Susanna, I'll go first. I know when I'm talking to the universe, sometimes like I'll throw a little through. I'm like, why did I not get that? And then I like kind of calm down. I'm like, all right, universe, I get it. Here's what I'd really like to experience. But it is like, it is more like a friend because it's not like, oh, humble, almighty, what can I experience this? Yeah. Because it's deliberate co-creation. They like we very much like playing and interacting with you guys too. So we like when you guys find enjoyable experiences, enjoyable, enjoyful, and enjoy because then we get to enjoy more. Kelly, when she first started channeling, especially when she started channeling the Abraham energy, oh, I see him over there. The Abraham energy, Kelly was like, oh my God, it's Abraham Hicks. She was like, such fangirling. And then we just came through and we're like, Kelly, as much as you're fangirling about us, we're fangirling about you. We love it when people can allow us to speak through so that we get to play and enjoy the city. So do you guys see that? It is like a friendship because the universe, source, is inside of you. You are spiritual beings from source coming down, having a human level experience. Source is within you. You are your own best friend. Hey, I wonder, wouldn't it be nice to experience this? All right, I may not see how it's coming in right now, but I'd like to experience it. And then watching how the part of you that knows how to get it, aka the internal source, your own internal spirit guide, your inner being, whatever word helps you hear it, knows how to get what it is you want. The more that your human brain is tapped into, this is how I feel. Oh, that would feel good. Okay, I don't understand how that would get me what I want. Or maybe you do see how it'd help you get you what you want. Let's act on it. Your inner being, the universe is always guiding you because you are source. We can't think of a better way to explain that. And George is like, I'm curious what Susanna will say to that.
I actually have a great literal example of what you just said. Okay. One day I woke up, it was a Saturday, and I like maybe a month ago. So I had just been in Austin like 2 weeks, not long at all. And I woke up and I said, what would bring me joy today? And it was coffee. And so I said, okay, but I'd also like a nice view. So I ended up driving an hour away from where I live. And I found this one coffee shop and I sat in the parking lot and I said, no, this isn't it. So then I drove up the street to a different coffee shop, sat there, reread my journal from Writing Down Your Soul, which we did in the Zindan, and was just like loving life, seeing how far I've come. And then I started talking to the gentleman next to me. So backstory, I was wanting to volunteer somewhere, and I wasn't sure what. I knew that I needed to be working with kids. So like I was sitting there like 2 hours, just like had this humongous grin on my face, headphones in, listening to music that I loved, just like in my area zone, enjoying my coffee like nothing else. Like it could have been the fanciest meal. I don't know. It was perfect. But I followed that joy. So I started talking to this gentleman just randomly. And then he told me about this place he volunteers at, where they rehabilitate horses, and then they use the horses to do therapy with a bunch of different people, and just regular riding lessons, but also therapy with kids. And so last week I had my orientation, and then today that's what I did earlier, is I volunteered for like 6 hours, and it was amazing. And I could have never ever thought that would have come from me saying what would bring me joy today, and me actually listening and following that and listening is the biggest thing, I think, because we can hear stuff, and I've heard my intuition a lot, and I didn't listen in the past, and it led me not to great places. It led me to a lot of lessons that were harder than I think they should have been,
but now make you really listen to your coffee. Yes! Let's go get it.
Yes. Now when I think like what would bring me joy today, and if it's coffee, well, okay, well, what kind of coffee place do I want to go? And I drove an hour away. I had no idea that this would unfold in the most beautiful way. And I can't have words, but then I don't at the same time.
No, that's awesome. That's awesome. Because like what I'm hearing is I just asked myself what would bring me joy. I got the idea. I acted on it, even though it was like, really, an hour? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I don't see how it's going to help me. I have so much to do. I have so much unpacking to do. I have to go explore the city. I have to. But all right, coffee. You drove an hour, and then like this one, no. That one, okay. And then you nailed the coffee experience you wanted. You got the view you wanted. You got to explore the city. You met a gentleman so easily, someone who tapped you into volunteering, and the volunteering was with horses. And by the way, horses actually they don't have a prefrontal cortex. I might be getting the biology wrong. Sorry, guys. But there's a part of their brain that they don't have that humans have. So they're more zen and in the moment.
Yeah,
so it's probably helping you be more zen and in the moment.
Yes.
So it's helping you give back to the kids. And like, so you gotta, by driving an hour out of the way, she enjoyed the city in a whole new way, met someone easily, received the exact type of volunteering that she wanted, and enjoyed that right before. That was obviously well worth the drive.
It was so, but it goes back to your point where I did have a to-do list, believe me. My list, it was long, and part of me hesitated. Part of me did stop, like for a second, and then I pulled myself back and I said, "No, this is what's important right now. Is following this joy right now." And if I would have stayed in that, oh my gosh, my list is this long, I have to get this stuff done, I would have never. It wouldn't have happened that way.
Yeah, and you probably would have looked up like 50 places to volunteer at, did all the websites.
Yeah, wasted time, not felt as fulfilled. And you're right, the horses they make me be so present. Like, you have to be. And I just think, I don't know, what you said, I had the perfect example for it, because it's incredible when you listen to that instinct and that inspired like the inspired thought, and then you actually take action on it. It's the best feeling, like,
because that's your inner, guys, that's your inner being, that's your internal spirit guide that knows how to get anything you want. It's like, oh, we could go get this coffee, delightful random experience, and knock these 10 things off her list. Boom, done.
Yeah.
Let's see what they're saying in the Carol's saying that makes so much sense. Emily Hops, yes, thank you so much. Yes, invaluable. Yes, invaluable is a compliment. You can't put a price tag. Oh, you can't put a price tag on this help, and you've helped so much. Oh, wonderful. Hey, we're invaluable. Hey, see you guys right there. Sometimes people are like, how are you so confident? It's more that like kind of what Spirit was saying to Susanna. It's like, no, I know that me showing up however I am, whether it's like me playing with like my pimple on my chin or me like invaluable, is that a compliment? Is that not? Maybe that will give someone else who has a stutter or someone else who has a pimple and like, oh, should I start a YouTube channel? I don't know. I have acne. Maybe that's going to help give them the inspiration they need to start. So like, it's not that I'm like this infallible, well, I'm definitely not infallible, but it's not that I'm like overconfident. It's just more that I'm like, hey, this is how I'm showing up today. And that's perfect. Let's see. Terliski is saying good evening. Hello, hello, Carol. Love stories like this. Shows the truth of spirit. All right. Well, I just want to say thank you again so much for your time. Thank you for letting me channel for you. And you're going to help so many other people enjoy moving to new cities more than ever before.
Yay. Thank you so much for having me. And thank you for the channeling. It was awesome. And it was what I needed to hear. So it's great.
Good. I'm glad. I'm going to go ahead and end the live stream so we'll be able to talk a little bit. Bye, guys.